Hello. So we're starting to record the class for making a polymer clay baby doll. And this is how we go so far after 2, 3 hours of class? No?
About 3 hours.
Yeah, about 3 hours. I show how to make the armature, how to make the core. This one has a core inside too, an aluminum foil core. And now we are adding clay. This is polymer clay. Okay, so the class will be for making a baby doll in polymer clay. And this is how far we have gone. The students that take the class, they will receive body patterns in PDF or picture files, so they can print it and they can make the doll any size they want, really. The student can make the doll any size they want. Okay. Are we ready here too?
You're ready whenever you are.
I am ready. So we're sharing a little bit live, but we're recording the class really. Okay. And go. Okay, there it is. Please always double check your patterns. Always double check the proportions charts of the head. That's how you find out. That's how you find out if you're missing clay in some areas, if you're doing something wrong. Because sometimes the mistake is made. For example, I have seen many times made a mistake that the back of the head it looks like that. It's like not enough of the cranial area on the back. All of that, and you see, you change from this to this. All of that can be corrected if you keep checking and double checking your patterns, the proportions. You can just add more clay. Do you need more clay on the top? You add more clay on the top. Do you have too much clay on the bottom or whatever? You need to remove. You can always grab your X-Acto knife and remove clay. No problem. Like I said, I add 2 big pancakes here. I add one here on the front of the forehead also. And just blending, 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 and getting all the clays connected together. Now we're gonna go back to the face, to working on the face features. Like I said, also with the pattern, try to find where are the ears going. You can mark it. You can mark that on the clay. Just a slightly mark there. And you see from here, I can go to the other side and mark my ears there too. It would be nice to have that marking so you can push in. Okay, here. You're gonna push the ears is an indentation of there. It goes in, it kind of goes a little bit on the skull. We're not making the ear right now. We'll be making the ear later on, okay? I will make the ear even when the face is baked, and I will make the ear there. That's what my preference. Okay, push in there. Be a little bit aggressive here. You need to make an indentation. That's, believe it or no, that's going to help you to build the front of the face actually. A little bit aggressive there. All right. I'm going to do it also with my hands here on the side. I'm going to push a little bit more there. We are passing these little bits on live too. We're going on TikTok and the social media, recording just a little bit live. And after that, I can go and fix other areas. You see, I'm going to push right here. It's going to a little bit to the front. This is going to add a little bit more of a realistic features, I will say, to your doll.
I'm sure there's a lot of people here just joining.
Hello. Look what I'm making. All right, a little bit in there. We are recording a class. This is going to be an online class. We're making a full body polymer clay baby doll. Okay, we are recording, but the class will be available very soon. And after that, there will be a following class for making, you want to turn this into a silicone doll. All right, a little bit, because it's not just flat bowls here for the chicks. It has a little bit of a shape, okay? Okay, that. I'm enhancing the area of the under eyes. The same thing, a little bit of an angle there. Just a little bit of an angle there. That's for the area of the under. If you wanna look at the picture, you can look at the picture and make a portrait baby. 100% have your picture right there. Okay, so you can keep squishing around the clay in the way that is going to look like the portrait baby, you know, like the baby, like that face that you wanted. I don't have a picture. I have several printings on there, but not quite one in special, you know. It's always good to have a reference though. Some cute little baby that you like it, you want to make something similar. It's always good to have a reference. All right.
Or if you got friends.
Or you have friends with babies.
Right. We're like, let me see your kid.
Let me see your kid. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Something you should never do though is try to replicate someone else's work. So try to do your own work and make your own stuff. That's what's important.
Yeah, that's where the rules are limit. You can be inspired by the real baby, by a real human baby. You cannot be inspired by somebody else's doll. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
Do that. Yeah.
Hi everybody, thanks for joining.
Thanks for
So
joining.
we're actually recording an actual video that's going to be available in a class later on. This is making a clay baby doll and
Polymer clay
polymer
baby
clay.
doll.
Yeah. So we're just kind of inviting y'all to see some of the class as we're.
We are recording right now. Yep. Look at this little, it's just a very mild indentation here. I'm going to enhance it a little bit more. Of course, if you watch about 1,000 pictures of different babies you can find online, newborns look different. Preemie baby, human babies, they look different too. There are a little bit, it has more texture on the face and more wrinkles. And so the younger it is, the premature baby, the way more different it is. So whatever is your approach, whatever it is that you're trying to target, even an older baby, have the picture right there, okay? You need that visual help so you can create from that, okay? All right.
It's best to use an image. Trying to use a live child to model.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They wiggle.
they wiggle, yeah.
Their attention spans are 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, there. Now, why don't we go back to after we kind of fix a little bit on the outer shape and the overall. Look at this skull shape, skull head head shape, which I have my model here as a skull. Is a replica. Whoa, they're almost the same size. Oh, look. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. Okay, now we're gonna go back and why don't we work a little bit more in details, finishing final details or more intricate details on the face. For example, we can start drawing nostrils. I will always start with a bigger tool. Just don't try to make a hole. When you're making nostrils, you don't really try to make a hole. You try to give it just shape. Shape it up first. Don't just poke a hole on there because that doesn't look realistic at all. All right? We can also try to come up with the little button of the nose on the front here. And at the same time, I'm here again pushing clay around, okay? Pushing clay around, pushing clay around. This time to the big peak of the nose, to the highest part of the nose. I'm pushing clay there. From the sides too, a little bit. Do this very gentle, okay? And erase or blend your tool markings. Remember that. Always when you mark with your tool, you have to blend it and erase it. The markings. Don't leave it mark there. There we go.
For those of y'all watching the live stream, if you want in the comments, let us know if the audio sounds okay. You can hear Noah me okay.
Here, I am trying to extend the size of the eye on my doll because remember mine was a character. So at any time when you want to make the eyes bigger because it's a character or an alien, you can, okay? So from the size that I marked before, I'm trying to make it just a little bit bigger, the eyes. You see, now from the nose, I pass to the eyes. And I love working everything in conjunction, like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit on the other side. Look at that. Looks cute.
Bring it up a little closer so you can see. Up, over there, and right about there. Right there.
La.
Yeah. There you go.
They're looking better
Yeah.
because I myself didn't like it. Everything starts like kind of ugly.
And also it's rough, man.
It's a process, yeah. And then you keep working on it, you keep working on it, and it gets better. And you know, polymer clay never dries, so you can't just keep coming back to it. And keep making changes, rearranging things around here and there.
Until you bake it.
Yeah, until you bake it. When it's baked, is game is over.
You got what you got.
Oh, my head is not on the thing, no?
No, you're okay.
Okay, because I need to get closer and I need to see this closer.
Oh, it's raining again.
Raining.
It's a good rain. It's a chilly rain though. I think it's like 42 degrees outside right now.
And I grab and I drag the tool, drag the tool, drag the tool around here. Don't bump on top of the eyes, okay? Because we're trying to get a little bit of a bumpy section. Even if your eyes are kind of flat, add more clay because remember we have an eyeball on there, so it needs to be a little bit bumpy. Okay. I am digging deeper on the side of the eye, not on the eyeball. Okay, and you always start with a thicker tool. It could be a stylus, but a thicker one, and then you go to thinner setting of your tool.
And you start from thicker and then you go thinner for detail work? Or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the thicker lets you build your shape, and then the thinner starts your detail work. Ah, okay.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Blend the markings of the tool. Always blend it down.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining.
There you go.
We're filming a class.
A little bit side to side.
And so we're doing a little bit of live stream at the same time.
Some babies have this area here actually well marked. And I actually kind of like that. Okay, this might be a little bit too thin. Yeah. So I had to find a tool that will accommodate to what I want to make. And you don't have to use the same tools I'm using. You just have to accommodate. You just have to fit it to your needs.
Yeah. That just because she's using this particular tool for her one eye doesn't mean that's the tool you're going to use. Just means that this is an example.
Even a brush, look. Yeah. Even a brush can help the cause. I thought you were gonna handle me something.
A golf club. Here, now use the golf club.
Sure. I'm pushing in a little bit, but it's just to erase the marking of the tools, okay? Like I said, don't try to push in your eyelids. Remember there is eyeballs inside there. And you need to have a little bit of volume, a little bit of volume there. So without killing the volume that is for the eye, I'm trying to work around. But if at any time you have you feel like you need more clay, just add more clay, okay? I think my other tool have a the brush had a debris on there and it was kind of this is not polymer clay, it's something else. So I'm gonna take it off. All right, yeah, I gotta be careful there.
That's probably kitty litter.
Kitty later. Okay. Whoa.
Which one are you looking for?
The nail. Aha. Here it is. Found it.
So this is people who are
Cuticle.
watching on the live stream. That's actually a cuticle tool. So that's a little quick hint.
Yeah, this is the best thing.
Yep.
One of my best tools.
We need to wrap up.
Okay. Okay. Live stream. We're wrapping it up.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank y'all for watching on the live stream. Don't forget, just keep an eye out. The class will be available soon. Be able to see the entire thing made. So super fun, super cool. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. We'll try to do a couple more lives as we're going.
Yep.
Yep. So thank you for class members for being patient with us while we advertise this class.